rise for a moment of silent prayer and pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call.
Briggs?
Here.
Weiss here. Adi? Elder? Leibold?
Here.
Reese?
Here.
Sleek?
Here.
Okay. Council, the little council that's here has a copy of the minutes from the last meeting and have had a chance to review them. Is there any changes to the minutes? No. We also have the agenda for tonight. Are there any additions to the agenda? No. Okay, well, we have one reading tonight, so this is going to be a quick meeting. There's going to be a few other things that we got to discuss, but if you want to go ahead, Christine.
Madam President?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Can I excuse
Oh,
Mr.
yes,
Elder
yes.
and Mr. Adi?
Second.
You got a roll call
Okay,
that.
yep. Weiss? Yes. Adi? Oh, sorry. Leibold?
Yes.
Reese?
Yes.
Sleek?
Yes,
Briggs?
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. Jenny Adi and John Elder are excused.
First reading of an ordinance to authorize the expenditure and direct the Safety Service Director to enter into contract with Buckeye Excavating and Construction, Inc. in an amount not to exceed $543,755 for the Walnut Street Storm Sewer Separation Project and declaring an emergency.
Okay, and that constitutes the first reading of that. We can't do anything further with that. I have a public notice.
Madam President.
Yes, sir.
What's the time frame on that project? I talked to the auditor like 2 hours ago, and he was under the impression that you guys would probably want to pass tonight. Obviously, we can't do that. So
We definitely need to give a loan on it, for sure.
okay, but do we need special meetings or can't?
I'll discuss it with the engineer tomorrow, in the morning. Honestly, I thought we'd have enough people too, but we don't. We'll get through it. I'll talk to Tucker tomorrow and see if we need to schedule a special meeting for it, but yeah, it's kind of an important stormwater separation.
Yeah, that's my understanding as well. Okay. Thank you.
Did you have a question?
I do not.
Oh, I thought I saw you raise your
I was
hand.
scratching my back.
Okay, I have a public notice that needs to be announced. A notice is hereby given that the Council of the City of Fremont will hold a public hearing at the Municipal Building at 323 South Front Street on Thursday, May 7th, 2026 at 6:50 p.m. The purpose of this hearing is to review the Planning Commission's recommendation to permanently zone property recently annexed into the city, parcels 132800000800 and 132830000400 to B2, General Commercial District. Documentation may be examined at the Office of the Engineer and Zoning in the Municipal Building from 8:30 to 4:30, Monday through Friday.
So, Council, just a quick update. This is the Wendy's property. You annexed it in at the last meeting. Since then, it had gone to Planning Commission to get its permanent recommendation from the Planning Commission. So when properties come in, they have to be similar to what was in the township. Gets annexed, goes back to permanent zoning, and that's what this is.
Okay. Okay. We can do some committee reports. I'm going to start with Danielle.
Awesome. Thank you, Madam President. This is going to take about a half hour. The first thing, we're going to do a community river cleanup on 2 dates upcoming, so April 11th and May 2nd from 11 a.m. to noon. We'll all meet near Miles Newton Bridge. We love that the fishermen are here, but we also understand that a lot of trash gets left behind. I was approached by several constituents and I said, how about we just organize a couple of days? I'm working with the city as well, so this isn't a surprise to the city. I'm really excited to get out, meet the fishermen, do some community cleanup, keep our green spaces green, and if anybody would like to join, that would be phenomenal. Gloves, bags, and water will be provided, so you just have to show up. And I would love if you come.
Was there enough water in the river?
I mean, if you want to take a dip, that's on you, but that's
What were the times for that?
11 a.m. to noon,
Okay.
And I'm sorry, what were the dates?
April 11 and May 2nd.
Thank you.
No, thank you. That's only item number 1.
Okay.
Okay. Now on to some rec center stuff. So the rec center has new hours posted, so just letting you know there are spring hours and the rec center will be closed on Easter Sunday, this coming Sunday. Adult co-ed softball registration is open. That looks like a ton of fun. There is a cost associated with it, so reach out to the rec center if you want to put together a team. And the center is seeking a few more summer series partners to fill the activity calendar. And the rec center is also hiring some seasonal workers. So if you want to get outside this summer, maybe have some of a part-time job, feel free to apply with the rec center. And this is not part of the committee report, but I did think that it was important. It's something that's happening in the ward, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay. I also want to remind the public that sidewalks may not be closed by private parties. And I wanted to see if Mr. Frost could expand on the situation at Hayes and Buckland.
So the only thing I know about Hayes and Buckland, HGTV had contacted me a month or so ago and asked what permitting they needed for filming, which they don't need anything in the city. We don't have any permits for filming. They went on to explain that they were doing some sort of a TV series for HGTV. And asked permission to put that camper temporarily, trailer camper, whatever it is, behind the residence for their stars. Which, that's fine, that wasn't an issue either. But you're correct, nobody has any authority to close any sidewalks, unless it's an inherent safety issue, of course, unless it goes through my office. And I have not issued any permits, nor have I told anybody that it's okay to close any sidewalks around that area. So I will be going down there tomorrow and discussing why they feel that they need to have the sidewalk closed. Maybe there is a safety issue that I'm not aware of, but they did not run it through my office. So.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for that clarification.
Can I ask a follow-up? Do we know why they're here?
It's filming HGTV.
We don't know what kind of
I don't
show.
know.
Restore the house,
Yeah, restore.
like
Okay.
restoring a haunted house. I mean,
They're all pretty much the same.
maybe we shouldn't be on the sidewalk in front of a haunted house anyway.
Oh, yes, you
Maybe.
should. Oh, well, don't come to my house then, because my house is.
All right.
The mayor talked about that.
Yeah.
Wasn't it about, like, they're running a contest?
Yeah, there's 6 groups that are running a contest for this HGTV. And they're restoring, supposedly. I don't know all the facts.
Well, that's so exciting.
Yes, sir.
Did they give a timetable on how long they're going to be here doing that?
So May 4.
Not very long.
No.
Not know that, yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully that can bring
It'd be great to paint the outside.
some tourists and some business
That'd
to
be
Fremont.
nice. Yeah. What color do you know? Probably white.
Or green.
That's it. Thank you.
Scooby-Doo van in front of it.
Sometimes they do have that old EMS truck.
Do you have anything to report tonight, Jim Sleek?
I do not.
Okay. No, there's not here.
Thank you, Madam President.
Citizen Service Committee, Angie Reese.
I do. Thank you very much, Madam President. Last Friday was the retirement party for Dean Schneider, Fireman Dean Schneider. After about 33 years of service to the city of Fremont, he decided to retire. I think he's going to be a farmer now. He's done a lot of wonderful things for the community. He's worked with different fire chiefs. I know when I started, he was working with
Yeah, I can see him.
Foos,
Yeah.
Fireman Foos, or Fire Chief Foos. And now he's working with Fire Chief Hallweisen. It's always been a good asset to the department, especially when he set up my fire alarms at the house. And they really go off when I'm frying bacon. So I will always think of him. But I just want to go ahead and thank him for the 33 years of service that he gave to the city of Fremont. Thank you very much and have a happy retirement. And that is all.
That's all. Community Partnership Committee, Christine Weiss.
One item, United Way, I don't know if I can zoom in on this, is having their Day of Caring, and that is going to be April 30th. From 9 to noon, and I'm sorry, actually from 9 to 3. It's in Sandusky County, and it's just one of the things they want to focus on is working on spring outdoor projects for seniors in the community. And so if you want to take part of that, you can reach out to our Jill Simpson with United Way. That is all. Thank you, Madam President.
Okay. Finance and Labor, Chris Leibel.
Nothing tonight, Madam President, thank you.
Okay. You have anything tonight, Ken?
I do.
Holly?
Not tonight, thank you, Madam President.
Okay. Bob? Rose?
Nothing.
Okay. Is there anybody in the audience that wants to speak?
I just got a thing. Our church is having a, Fremont Alliance Church is having a dinner on Sunday, Easter dinner for homeless people.
Oh.
So if
Where is Fremont Alliance Church?
on Brush Street,
Rush Street?
Over by, that's, or no, Otis.
Otis School?
Madam President,
Yes.
right next to Otis
Fremont
School.
Alliance Church used to be in the corner of 6th and Mulberry, and then they built that new one, and that's when Greater St. James went into isolated.
It's right next to Otis School.
Little bit of history.
What, do you know what time that is at?
No, I don't know that. It's in the evening. I don't.
Oh, it's in the evening?
This was just thought of on Sunday at church,
Okay.
so. you know,
Okay.
that's-
Well, I'm sure you could post it on Facebook when you find that out.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
The Fremont Alliance Church has always been doing things for the community.
Yeah,
From the times that I really
We
pay
get-
attention because I've had some association with them.
we get the kids from behind Kroger's there and bring them to church on Wednesdays night for food and some Bible and then some fun. Just like a lifetime.
Okay, thank you. Would you like to speak?
Yes.
State your name and address at the,
I am Kurt Cool, address 662 County Road 94, Helena, Ohio, 43435. And I am running for county commissioner this year on the Democratic ticket. I'm not primarying, so that's why the Fremont is not flooded with my signs yet. Working on that. Just a quick introduction about myself. 07, I joined the Ohio Army National Guard as a military policeman, served for 5 years. I was not deployed overseas. But during that time, I was able to acquire my Bachelor's of Science in Atmospheric Sciences and Climatology at the Ohio State University. Also an associate's degree in Business Administration at the Columbus State Community College. Right now I live in Helena, between Helena and Fremont on the country. I'm hoping to maybe give a voice to the townships of the county. No offense to the municipalities, but some of the things I'm going to be focusing on with my campaign is, I know it's kind of a buzzword and almost cliche to say, but transparency with the commissioner's office. Quite a few of the people I've been speaking with during my campaign so far, most of them don't know what the commissioners do, let alone that there's 3 of them in the county, in our county. And then the ones that do know, they're not really sure what the commissioners can do to make their lives better. So I really want to focus on opening up that commissioner office to the people, maybe move some of their meetings to a better time. 8 a.m.s on Tuesdays and Thursdays aren't a great time for working people to get to the meetings. Maybe a more structured newsletter, at least a database to easily access that information. Things like that are going to be part of my focus for the campaign. Is there any questions that you have of me?
anybody? Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm also going around to all the different township trustee meetings, all the city council, village council meetings, at least a couple of them for each area before the election, so I'll be here again.
Okay.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We have, as city council, we have been invited to participate in Fremont, Ohio's America 250 July 4th parade. It's going to be Saturday, July the 4th, and it's going to be a huge parade. There's a parade, it's going to have parade eras. So there will be, hold on one second. There will be 10 eras. Cody Bischoff is the leader of the parade, but it'll start out with 1776 to 1779, which is the birth of our nation.
Let's see George Washington.
And that's going to be run by Greg and Mary Coons. They're going to get their committee together. Then we have 1800 to 1859.
That's the one Jim Sleek's gonna run.
Thanks, Bill.
And we have 1860 to 1899, which is the Civil War. This is going to be really something, and it's quite exciting. 1900 to 1919 is the Hayes Burchard Library, or Hayes Presidential Library. So they're talking about, like they're giving ideas. Like for that era, they're talking about early automobiles, the Wright brothers, World War I doughboys, early women's suffrage, that kind of stuff. All right, each group will have their own banner out front, and then their setup will be behind them. And I'm not sure what the parade route's going to be, but they've asked us as City Council to do the 2000 to 2026 digital age in today's America. And so Angie went with me to the meeting, but I didn't want to say that we would do it without talking to all of you guys first, if you are all on board with participating with this.
Well, I was probably going to be involved in another, the first one that you said, because that's part of the Burchard Historic, and I'm involved in that, so I was probably going to be involved in that one.
Okay. You're good, Danielle?
I hadn't decided which group I was going to walk with yet.
Well, it's not a matter of walking with the group. You can
Okay.
walk in any group. It's a matter of putting our era together.
It's the work.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
work.
So we would work together to figure out what the ideas for us are smartphones, social media, 9/11, Iraq, Afghanistan era, modern Fremont achievements, maybe something about the dam or the reservoir.
And I was talking to Ms. Weiss, and we were talking COVID.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, like we could have people walking around with a mask.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
It's changed our
I was
lives.
going to say, this is a celebration.
Yes, nobody wants to go back to that.
COVID did change our lives. I mean, everything
It
is
did, it
before
did.
COVID or after COVID.
You don't have to make it so dreary, though. You know, you can put a fancy mask on.
Or
Or
carry
you can just have
sourdough
like a
bread.
sign with
Yeah, there you go.
something.
Well, it's just to acknowledge what happened during your era, but I would hope and that City Council is on board with doing this.
Maybe council can focus on Artemis now.
Oh, yeah. And the other thing is any elected official can join our group. It's not just City Council, it's any elected official or any community leader. So, the other thing, there's a modern catch-all era that things that don't fit in the other eras will go in. And groups that don't want to be in one or the other eras.
That's what Jim Sleek's.
Last minute, I heard that there's even the one for the
Volunteer.
70s, 60s, 70s, that's Vietnam, civil rights, moon landing, and 70s culture and music, and I think they're going to have a live band on the trailer.
Oh,
I think it's really
I know a
exciting.
drummer.
I do too. But it'll be a big deal, and there'll be more news to come on this particular thing. Do you have anything you want to add, Bob, about the parade?
No, I think there are groups already forming. We've got a pretty good response. And the idea is, I think somebody said it earlier, it's a celebration of patriotism. And so I think that is when we're advising folks to put it together, it's celebratory and with a patriotic approach to it, for that time period. And so it was mentioned the Berkshire Historical Neighborhood, they've already formed their committee and they've already planning, and they've got a 14-foot trailer. And I think they're going to do something in regards to the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And then do a lot of red, white, and blue. And I think they've already purchased some of those kind of vintage American flags to put on the trailer.
So is the idea that each group who wants to walk in the parade, they're assigned an era, or?
Well, there's a couple different approaches.
Okay.
If you don't want to walk in the parade, but you want to be a part of a group that helps prep, so for example, the weekend before, there's a group of us that are going to be decorating this trail, but not everybody's going to walk in the parade. Somebody might drive the truck that pulls the trailer, somebody might
You
sit,
mean the
somebody
horses or oxen?
Well, we talked about horses, then we thought about manure, and that's probably not very patriotic. It could be, I guess, but so I think
It's a real.
The era,
But,
trying to be.
Turn it into gas.
Greg Coons has a nice looking red Jeep, so he talked about decorating that red Jeep in some patriotic theme, and so there were people helping set up the float, but then on the day of the parade, it's up to them whether they want to be in it, or it's like, hey, we got plenty of people, I'm just going to go sit and watch the parade.
I guess my question is so the Girl Scouts want to walk. Are they told that?
So,
No.
I know, are they told which
They
day
probably
that
are gonna be able to do their own
So the-
thing.
Yeah.
Got
This
it.
is super flexible, so the groups
Okay.
that would normally walk in the 4th of July parade are still allowed to walk in the 4th of July parade, and if they want to join in on one of these eras, they're more than welcome
Okay.
to. But if they hey, we have our own thing, we're just gonna walk as a group of Girl Scouts, then they would be positioned somewhere else
In the catch-all.
in the parade.
Got it,
Like-
okay.
Like the
Like
baseball
I'm being
teams.
Like the
Yeah.
Girl Scouts could walk
But I
in the
appreciate
era
it.
that they were organized in.
That would make sense.
That's true too. So I don't know when the Girl Scouts were established, but,
Otherwise, they'd have to-
1920s.
okay.
Yeah, so they don't have to wear powdered wigs if they're in the first group.
They could be suffragettes. then.
Okay.
So if anybody has any ideas or any want to volunteer or get on one of these committees, the city council would really appreciate anybody that wants to join our
I got a
committee.
trailer to donate, let somebody borrow.
Okay. Would you be willing to drive? Do you have a truck?
Yeah, I got a red truck even.
Oh, wow, that's
You
perfect.
see it out here?
Yeah, man. It's called a red flag special though.
That's what we need for that.
Yeah. Do you have a-
That would be the right kind of vehicle, an electric car.
Yeah. Corey Spiewak has a Tesla. Yeah.
We could have. See, it's just things that happen in this era.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that happened from 2020 to now.
Do you have anything you want to add from the meeting, Angie?
No, except that I did get an email, I was gonna ask you, did you get an email confirming on some of them, confirming the contact person and their.
Oh, no, I didn't get it, I didn't get that.
I don't know, last night at our meeting I went to, I said there was about 20 of us. That was an error on my part, there's only about 10.
Exaggeration.
But it was an exaggeration, it's right, because there's only, if you go down that list that we have, there's only about 10 of us. I think we're the last group.
We're group 9.
9.
The catch-all is group 10. So anyways, I'm going to report to Cody Bishop that city council will participate. Anybody have any comments or questions? Or have anything else that we need to continue the meeting?
I move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Roll call?
Michael?
Yes.
Reese?
Yes.
Sleek?
Yes.
Briggs?
Yes,
Weiss? Yes.
Guys, name and direction.
all right, thank you.
Oh,
Adjourned.